Okay, hey everybody.
What's up?
Welcome to Pixel Junkies. We're talking about the Xbox, the new Xbox.
We're playing Call of Duty 4.
Call of Duty 4.
Possibly the last Xbox game we will ever play. Because I'm done with Microsoft. Definitely done with Microsoft after that announcement.
Oh yeah?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So, we recorded last week. We recorded, I guess Andrew's player 2 and Jordan's player 3.
You'll have names there anyway.
But names will be there anyway. Or are there anyway. So yeah, after we recorded our episode last week, looking at E3, since then Microsoft has come out and said that the new Xbox no longer has a 24-hour internet check requirement, and it no longer has DRM. It will support used games, and you can do all that fun stuff the exact same way you can on the 360. So, I mean, that obviously means a lot of things to a lot of people who are... some people are actually looking forward to the internet checks and the... Well, not necessarily the internet checks, but the way the Xbox was structured to work with game sharing and all that stuff, because that stuff now, of course, is gone. Which is unfortunate, I think. I think it would have been cool. I think Steam was implementing something with game sharing.
I actually agree with you. If you watched our last Pixel Junkies Talks or whatever episode, whatever we're gonna call this, you would know that we actually liked what Xbox was doing.
Jesus.
And now you got martyrdom. Fuck you.
I never made these classes, so.
Excuse me. Now we've got two consoles that are virtually identical.
Yeah, and there's no...
Just like they are right now.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my controller died.
Oh, I guess stop killing your controller.
I got that crappy controller again.
Why can't I kill anyone?
Poop.
How do you die?
How do you
die?
Yeah, Jordan is here.
Hello, yeah, I haven't talked yet.
That's why there are 3 screens. And Jordan has the unfair advantage of a massive bottom screen.
And martyrdom. The only points that I've got, which are 10, for fuck's sakes.
Ah, dick, I knew there was someone there, I didn't look. Yeah, I'm not... I think, and it may be a possibility that in a couple of years' time, Microsoft will go back on their word and they'll sort of try to, you know, while we're all asleep, change Xbox so that it is once again that sort of online...
I don't think they would be able to do that. I think people would get too angry over that.
I think people would be more willing, though, because,
not the people that bought the console because there wasn't any DRM. Now suddenly
but
there's DRM on their console.
Everyone who bought an Xbox up to this point was either accepting of the way Microsoft was structuring the Xbox or wanted it to be that way. And now that pretty much actually all the Xboxes that they're going to make for launch are actually oversold at this point. So everyone that has already reserved an Xbox is now getting a different item than they intentionally or originally bought or wanted to pay for. So I mean that's misleading to me anyway. I was kind of looking forward to it, as I've said. But I mean it does make sense in a way, because the game sharing thing I don't think would work. I mean I think I read somewhere the game sharing wouldn't necessarily be a requirement for all games. It would be more or less something that Microsoft would introduce on first-party titles, which would be some shitty Kinect games, and then it'd be sort of up to third-party developers to implement that into their game.
Which I don't think they would do because
then they would potentially be losing nine copies of that game. Yeah. They'd be losing 9 sales.
Now, there was a blog. I don't think it's credible at all, but it was reported that the whole game sharing thing wasn't as good as you guys are thinking. So basically, what it would mean is instead of controller died again. Damn it!
Only time I can.
Instead of people having access to the full games like on your library, they would actually have access to like an extended demo of that game. So they would have access to...
Turn off your damn phone.
I have to keep an eye on one call.
They're not.
They would have access to like an hour of that game, and then they would be prompted to go to go to the marketplace to buy the game to keep playing.
Us stew his balls.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I mean, like...
And I can... The source is not credible. Like, there wasn't any proof or anything.
He wasn't a representative of anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
I don't think it would catch on anyway, just because of the drop in sales for most third-party developers.
definitely.
Even if that's the way it worked, I don't think they wouldn't want that to happen. Even if all you get is an hour-long trial, I mean, that's exactly the same as a demo. Or at least the demo should be structured for Xbox Live and so forth. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what that means for games now, though. If they're not going to require online, because I know some games were very dependent on always-on checks.
Yeah. What's going to happen with Forza now? Are they going to have to actually implement AI into the game? If it's going to be an offline, pretty much an offline console, you still have to log in the first time you use the console.
You will need an internet connection to use the console, but you don't. Once you sort of update your games, then that can be it. I would imagine now there's going to be a day one launch update for Forza as well. Dan Greenwald did mention that if you are connected to the internet, your AI, quote unquote, will be updated all the time. But if you aren't connected, then it will just use the most recent download that you had. So I mean, you will need to connect initially, probably for the game to download like a default list of AI, and then that would be what your game uses until the next time you connect to the internet.
Which is no different than what it is now.
Not necessarily, no. I mean, a lot of people play Forza and never actually drive a car. A lot of people actually just do like they do a lot of artwork and they make money in the game based on that. I mean, you can become a billionaire in that game without actually ever driving a car, which is cool. So I mean, a lot of people rely on the internet for that side of stuff. But hey, you're not dead yet? Oh, you asshole.
Oh!
You die?
Yep.
I didn't. I guess Andrew got the points. Oh, where is he? Where is? Oh, he's over there.
No.
Yeah.
I hate Call of Duty.
This was a lot of fun. I remember back when this was on PC. I remember, I think...
Back when this was on PC.
Well, I got it on PC originally. And, well,
My
back
controller keeps dying.
Deadly.
back when it was new, it's because you're probably digging with the battery pack.
I'm not doing anything.
Might be the batteries then. You might need to change the batteries. But yeah, back when it was new and I had it on PC, we went to this map. I should say I went to this map. I wasn't with anybody. I went to this map, and I think the server had 250 spots. Oh, god damn it, Last Stand. And so there was 250 people running around Shipment, or Shipyard, whatever the hell the name of this map is.
Shipment.
And yeah, it was absolute chaos. As soon as you spawned, you were dead, because pretty much bullets were flying in all directions.
What the fuck was that? You
Let me
watch this replay.
use my airstrike for dick's sake. Alright. I like perks though. I mean, Call of Duty's kind of gay. I mean, take that as you will, but the perks are cool.
What the fuck?
I like Call of Duty.
In terms of shooter games, it's my least favorite. I think
Why?
because it's more childish, and I don't like.
Why
It's
what
very
makes it
arcadey.
childish?
It's arcadey.
You know, like
It's
you get a
trying not to
headshot, and it's you know you don't actually kill a guy, so fuck him. The fact that I just knifed your ass.
It's
You
pretty
didn't
much.
like me.
That's bullshit.
It's like a Counter-Strike clone, except not really.
Ah, damn it. So are you more or less excited about Microsoft now?
I don't know. I mean, it's been
Xbox.
watered down a bit.
I think I'm more excited, I guess, but The thing is, it's no different than the console now. So I mean, if you have an Xbox now, you're more likely to kind of keep going with the console. Like I found a lot of people aren't susceptible to change.
Yeah.
So
I know. I would just like to see the
It just
console
didn't-
market move forward. Instead,
it
we're going to
didn't-
have another 10 years of this.
It didn't make a whole lot of sense.
it is moving forward because the games are getting better and
Are they, though? They're getting prettier.
yeah, isn't that one of the main draws for you as a gamer?
On PC, it is.
I guess, yeah.
Visuals definitely help immerse you in the world. If the game itself is good, having good visuals helps cement that. But
But if the
it's
game is
not
not
the core
fun,
mechanic. Yeah.
right?
It's
If it
crazy.
doesn't bring something new to the table, like The Last of Us, right?
Yeah.
We'll talk about The Last. I haven't finished it yet, so
Yeah, me and Jordan haven't finished the game.
Yes.
Andrew has not.
Best fucking game I've ever played.
Probably
but that was so good because it was new,
saving
right?
GTA 5.
It was completely
Game of the
new,
Year.
and it worked.
Well, I think with these new
Everything worked together so well.
I-
It played so well, and the story was great. Is great.
But I think that being said, they're gonna have newer engines for these new consoles,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be able to do more with them. So I think either way you look at it, you're gonna have new grounds for.
They are much more powerful platforms than the 360 and the PS3. I mean, games don't necessarily reflect that right now because they're developing it off. They're sort of on the merger where they're going from pre-existing technology to newer technology, and they're just trying to upscale it a little bit because they're not necessarily sure of the power that they're working with. But once they actually do, that's your handicap, so you don't win too much. But yeah, once developers actually start getting to know the new technology, I think games will actually get a lot better, and that's
for sure.
that's obvious. They go from 512 megs of RAM to 8 gigs of RAM on much more powerful processors. Then
So you're saying that the console only has 512 now?
no, the 360 only had 512.
That's what I'm saying.
What?
Yeah.
So I mean, like, you look at the capabilities that it has now, and it's pretty impressive. So now they're giving them. It's almost like a computer standard.
Well, I mean, it's why you look at like Forza 5, for example, because it's really the only. Well, for me, it's yeah. You look at Forza 5, and it's like, hey, that doesn't look that much better than Forza 4. But it's because it's a launch game. If you go back and look at Forza 2, running on the 360, because it was a 360 game,
Yeah.
and you compare that to Forza 4, I mean, it's a massive upgrade. Massive upgrade. So if you go from Forza 5 to, let's say, Forza 7, I mean, it's gonna be ridiculous.
Assuming that the franchise keeps going, I'm not.
Oh, it will.
I'm not doubting it in the least.
It's Microsoft. Even if Forza 5, 6, 5, and 6 are terrible, it's Microsoft. They'll make another one.
Did you guys hear what Cliff Bleszinski wrote about the decision of Xbox?
I have not.
He basically said that since the console market isn't going to change this generation, we're going to see more developers go out of business because of the prices. And
Prices are staying the same, though.
They are staying the same, but there's more game sales and less money going to the developers. So we're going to see more closures in studios, and we're also going to see a big rise in microtransactions.
How the fuck did you shoot me?
Like, what does that mean?
Microtransactions?
Yeah.
Pretty much pay-to-win games.
Have you played not Dead Rising, Dead Space 3 yet?
No.
Much more DLC and shit that you need in order to finish the game.
I'm sucking at this now.
You know, like, oh, here's half the game for $60. Buy the other half online.
So it's like
Or it's like, hey, you can play for 80 hours to get this awesome sword, but if you pay us $10 or $5, you can get it anyway.
Well, EA does that already.
Yeah, but we're going to see a rise
Hey,
because
unlock
there's so much
everything in
money.
the game right now for $40.
There's so much money in that market. We're going to see a rise in it.
Yeah,
well, what's killing the console is indie games and like iOS and everything. People aren't gonna go for, like, for example, another car game, because it's me. F1 on iOS is $1.99 or $2.99. Not much more than that. It's pocket change. Whereas if you wanted to buy it for the handheld equivalent on PSP, it's like $40. It's the same game, or is very, very close to the same game. So I mean, where's that other $38 going? What's the difference? So that you have a joystick, and it doesn't. I don't know. There's no developers who are selling their games for ridiculously cheap is what's killing the game market, not people not buying games.
Yeah.
Because it's just giving people too much choice, and when there's a lot of choice, obviously some are going to rise to the top because their prices are lower, and then those are the people who make the money because they're selling the product for dirt.
No. Oh my god.
Who has
my
a
controller.
helicopter? Jordan has a helicopter.
No, I had airstrike.
Is it your helicopter engine?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't have anything. I had an airstrike. That was it. I'm doing terrible at this. So Andrew's winning
Oh, drastically.
by more than double.
Despite my controller.
I'm bitching about his controller.
Well, you can see in the video it's clearly not working.
No, he's just pretending.
Oh, sorry guys.
That's not.
You
That's not.
fucked it up.
That's not the trigger. I just keep getting killed by the
I thought it
goddamn
was a start
helicopter.
button. No, I didn't.
It lasts for a half an hour.
Fucking so OP in his math. Go the fuck away.
Fuck. I think this is the first time in like 2,000 years that I haven't looked at someone else's screen while playing a game. I'm a screen watcher, and that makes me a dick of a human. But,
That dude stole my kill. You stole my kill, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think maybe I'll probably end up getting
Dick
both consoles just because of, you know, the console specific.
But they're
games.
essentially the same game now.
But there's console specific games still, right? Like, so I mean, that was the drop for the original Xbox and PS3, isn't it? Like,
yes.
Fuck you, your
right?
last stand.
So I think keeping them both the same.
God damn it! I couldn't even see
You know, I don't think Xbox was gonna win very many votes, just the way it was, because.
I think it's stupid that they softened us so much with all the bullshit they gave us at E3. Like, oh, this, and this. You got to deal with it.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, everyone's like, okay, all right, we'll just, all right, this is the new Xbox. That's fine, whatever. And then as soon as everyone's there, they're like, ha, just kidding. No DRM, no 24-hour checks, ha. I was like,
I think there was just
what?
a big uproar about it, honestly. I think that was the key about it, right?
Well, they obviously saw, because Microsoft literally asked GameStop to stop taking pre-orders for the Xbox because each GameStop store was given 60 or allotted 60 PlayStations, and they were only allotted 16 Xbox Ones.
Oh, wow.
So obviously, like, you know, Microsoft was like, oh, we're not making enough money. Let's just give people what they want, because that's how business works. How come I'm only getting 5 points for kill? Is that like, you had to get headshot for 10 or something?
I'm not sure. Only one way to
Oh,
find
Dick's balls cheese. I forget what the good gun in this game was. Nope, definitely not a 10-point headshot, because that was a headshot and I never got shit off.
that. Andrew's like 10 points away from winning. 9 points. How am I in second? I'm terrible at these games.
Oh, I'm doing really bad.
Apparently.
And just like shooting before I even went around the corner.
Cock.
You ever murdered him?
Who?
You.
I might. I switched classes.
That's cheap. You cheap piece of shit.
Oh, you got me.
In the kneecaps. You do have murdered him.
Yeah.
So you dropped it on my
Oh, yeah.
dying face.
Dropped it on my dick.
I
Drop it like a ball say.
don't know. I honestly think the first console I'm gonna get though is PS4.
Yeah?
I bought the Xbox originally. That was the first of that generation. That was the first console that I got. And
You
from
bought the Xbox 360.
yeah, that's what I mean. And
you had a PS2.
God, dickhole.
I did have a PS2 originally, so I've never actually owned an Xbox.
Did you have a PS1?
I own a PS1, but I never had it first. I had N64, honestly. So I'm kind of a I'm kind of a slut switching back and forth for everything. But I mean, that being said, why did I do that? But I guess in terms of
You friggin' cheese ball. Kind of raped in the ass with
but just looking at what I've so far, I did own the Xbox, but I kind of got out of it after like they gave me too many options.
I thought it was the fucking Matrix soundtrack for a second.
The Xbox kind of like I feel like it gave me too many options.
What do you mean?
Like now you can get fucking TV on your Xbox and everything like that. I have a TV at home. Why do I need it? Why do I need TV on my Xbox now? Like there's just so many different things.
And so you don't need to hit HDMI 1 or HDMI 2.
But I mean, in terms of gaming, it seems like they put gaming on the back burner, and it's a gaming console, so
Back burner.
you know what I mean. I don't really care for it, to be honest.
Nope.
But
Well, it made it look like they're putting gaming on the back burner. It's still the Xbox that we know. Oh, this has a scope. The fuck. But it's just like, oh yeah, this is the 360 plus everything else.
yeah, yeah.
They did you watch the E3 press conference?
No.
Because all they talked about was games.
Well, that's good, but I mean, still, like, you're looking at your console and you're like, well, I got fucking. Okay, I'm gonna switch through the main display, and it's like, alright, they're not really talking about any games here. They're talking about the new releases and movies and stuff. And, I mean, is that such a huge draw that they, you know what I mean? Like, that it. I guess the PS3 is the same, but, like, it's not as apparent. Like, there's a specific place that has everything. Everything you can buy in the store and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I like that idea because I want, you know what I mean? Like, I'd like to be able to customize it because, honestly, I don't give a fuck about the new movies. If I want a new movie, I'm gonna go out and buy it. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's what Kinect was actually planning on doing with the always on or the always watching thing. Was they were planning on seeing how you react to certain things, so they could super target ads. Like specifically to what is interested in you.
That again, that's really annoying.
It is really annoying.
If they do it on Facebook now, and it's
actually
it's a torment. It really is. Like just because I'm a musician and stuff like that, I get these random things like learn ukulele in Hawaii. Like what the fuck do I care about that? Like
shout out to AdBlock.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, the Chrome ad block.
We have ads in our videos. Use ad block.
Watch our ads. Watch our ads, people. That's how we make money. Unless you don't want us to make money, then don't watch our ads. But I'm pretty sure they mentioned somewhere, I read somewhere, that a new bill that they passed in the U.S. or they're proposed in the U.S. Kinect will actually violate that law because they're actually required, according to this bill, to tell you when that they're actually watching you. And they're also required to tell you what they're planning on doing with the data they collect based on your input. So it would basically be a prompt if they continue with the same... basically, the world is taking a massive shit on Microsoft right now. And it's like, hey, here's everything we're going to do. And then a month later it's like, nope, you can't do none of that. It's all illegal. So they would, if you're like, oh, you're playing a Kinect game, it would come up on the screen, we are watching you. Your data is going to go to here, and we're going to do this with it. And you're going to have to watch 1 million ads in order to play your game. So, hopefully they pass that, and then we don't need to worry about Kinect watching us all the time.
It's creepy. It's like, if you're a fat bastard, Kinect's going to tell you you need to go to this gym.
Go to McDonald's.
Like,
McDonald's.
or yeah,
you
maybe
might like McDonald's.
Like, okay, Kinect
like
knows that you weigh 300 pounds. Like, go get a fucking cheeseburger. Like, it's at that point where
Kinect can see your heart beating through your neck.
I think
through your neck fat.
I'd rather
can
spend my
actually-
money on stuff that I want to spend my money on,
I
rather
know.
than be forced into thinking that I need to spend my money on things.
I know it can see your heartbeat,
Yeah, it can read your heartbeat.
but it's through your skin.
Can it actually?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I
Dude, that's fucked. Is what Modern Connect like right now?
No,
Connect,
new
the
Connect.
the new
Oh.
Connect 2.
Connect Fit.
It's actually for newer. I don't know what they said they could use it for, but it would have to do something with like they could tell how you're reacting to certain things and tailor a game more towards how you're actually reacting to it. I think Metal Gear Solid, the new Metal Gear Solid, is actually going to do something like that because Hideo Kojima said they were going to do something that's never been done before, and I would imagine it has something to do with Kinect's ability to read your senses. So they'd be able to say like, "Hey, how you doing there? Your heartbeat is this. How's your heartbeat doing?"
I thought
Or
they were
whatever.
going to use smart glass, which I think is the fucking worst thing.
What is smart glass?
Basically
what is
using
that?
your tablet in
Who
conjunction.
has a tablet?
A lot of people.
Who has a Microsoft tablet?
It's not just Microsoft. You can use an iPad or.
Well, what is it? Is
Something
it
else.
software? Is it like an OS or what?
Excuse me.
What is it?
It's like in the Dead Rising 3 demo they showed. You know, when he's on the bridge, the guy had the tablet
never
and it
saw
showed
it.
an overhead view of
Yeah,
where
but
he
is it
was.
is it like
and
you
then
now
you could-
have smart glass, or is it a smart glass literally
It's an
just a
app.
tablet?
It's an app.
So what is that?
It's an app on your
So you
tablet.
can
It's
download
like
it
the
on
Wii U, isn't it? Isn't that the concept of it? Like the tablet for the Wii U?
No. The Vita and PS4 is like the Wii U, because you can play your shit
Okay.
on a Vita.
Excuse me.
In concept, it is kind of like the Wii U, though. You can't play your games on the tablet, but you
Well,
can
like-
help your games through the tablet.
Yeah, so like if you had a
Fuck you, you're
if you had a menu
last
list
stand.
or something like a,
Dickhead.
you know, it would probably.
I don't see that ever catching on, honestly. I think it's stupid.
I think
Why?
it has.
Smart glass.
I think it's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. So I'm playing my game with a controller. If I want to do something, I gotta put my controller down and use the tablet? Fuck that.
What
It doesn't
the
make sense.
fuck?
And the new Apple controller now that you can use with your Apple TV.
What's that about?
That's basically the Apple console right there. All they needed to do was make a controller. The Apple came out with the controllers that you can use on your Apple TV. I would imagine on other platforms as well, possibly. So you basically just play games on your TV.
Oh wow.
So like Angry Birds or whatever games are on the App Store. Which is cool, but also stupid. But
I
Oh.
don't know. I like.
You can also browse like the Xbox dashboard and stuff with the smart glass, which I like. Like you can check your achievements and stuff through the
it's
tablet.
redundant. If you're already on your Xbox, why would you like?
Yeah, but see, you're
Oh.
watching TV and you don't want to switch over.
So then why would you give two fucks about your Xbox dashboard when you're doing
you
something
can
else?
send messages to friends. It's like, hey, you want to play this? No.
You just text them. No. You were both right there. And you're both in last stand, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Or one of you was crouching. The other one's like backwards down the stairs. Ah! Got raped by something. Helicopter.
I've been playing too much Battlefield.
Love is a battle.
I bet you wanted to say Battlefront.
I did, and news about that. I'm so pumped for the new game.
Yeah. You
Can't
weren't here
wait.
while we did the E3 wrap-up video, so what do you think about E E3?
Really, honestly, my favorite things. Most times you say like, "Fuck," I wish they'd stop releasing like content that's already been out and stuff like that. But I'm really excited for everything that's coming back. I'm really excited for Mirror's Edge. I don't know if it's a sequel or it's a
like a
remake.
reimagining.
It's an open world reboot, apparently.
Well, I think that's a great idea. Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm pumped for that, as long as they don't make it stupid like they did for the fucking 3DS. Because I played that and I was like, oh man, what worlds am I going to get to go to in this one? And it was like, you get to go to the Neutron. And I
Shot
was
you
like,
around the corner. The
okay,
Neutron.
cool, it's from Disney, and like, you know, it was a good movie, but
Maybe you get to go to Star Wars.
maybe that's a possibility.
That would be
now.
cool.
That would be cool, right?
Except I'd rather just play a Star Wars game.
Now, You're
they'll have
not a
13,
fan
13.
of Kingdom Hearts, are you?
It's alright.
Maybe they'll have
It's-
13-13 in Kingdom Hearts.
I thought the new Final Fantasy game looked way better.
Conceptually, I don't know how it's gonna play though.
The new Final Fantasy
Yeah,
game?
like I know it looks stunning, and it's gonna be.
I think it's gonna play a lot
Dick.
like Kingdom Hearts, but it's gonna be
ball, dick, bag.
See, the thing is, this is the best thing about
ass.
Kingdom Hearts is the nostalgia. It's like fuck, I'm hanging out with Winnie the Pooh right now, like and I'm helping him out.
Watch Disney movies then.
But you don't get to interact with these characters.
You don't really get to interacting with them in the game.
Sure
either.
you do. You do missions and
You
you
go
do
up to
things like
them
that.
and press circle, and it's like, hey, do this. Go collect some things.
Go
All
collect
right.
80 pieces.
See,
Go kill 30.
don't say that
Heartless.
because there's other games
Oh, I
that
can't cross under that.
it's actually a really good
A
game.
lot of games are like that. You just go to a guy who never moves and he says, go kill X number of this.
But no, you get to play as
crazy
these characters.
hair.
Like you get to play as Jack Skellington, and you get to play as Jack Sparrow.
Oh, is that what that game is?
Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never played it.
It's Final Fantasy meets Disney. So you're gonna
That
meet.
sounds shitty.
It's great. Honestly,
It's right up Aaron's alley.
I know. It
We
depends.
should
on
do
what
a
you're
video of me playing that.
into.
Just me playing that.
I would
Do
probably
a whole series.
flip out.
It wouldn't be a series, it'd be one video, maybe. Maybe I'd like it, who knows. Oh, Jesus, you came out of the darkness. Watch, oh, you're not going to see the same thing.
They'll see it in the video.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But
Watch that part of the video.
honestly, from E3's perspective, I didn't really care for too much of the new stuff. Like,
Did you see the Xbox stuff?
no. What? Give me an example.
Killer Instinct.
Well, maybe I'll be all right with that. But I mean, that's a Rare game. You look at the new.
It's
Perfect
not
Dark-
being made by Rare.
It's not.
No. It's
Really?
being collaborated with Rare, though.
Oh,
apparently.
okay. Well, I mean, it is there.
But most of the guys that made that game aren't in the studio anymore. They left.
I figured that.
Yeah, anybody who had anything to do with a good Rare game is gone now.
But see, that's the thing. Like, okay, Killer Instinct, yeah, sweet, is coming back. But look at what they did with fucking Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
Yeah, but how can you fuck up Killer Instinct?
How can you fuck up Banjo-Kazooie? Like, it was
But
a good
that's an
concept.
Did
open-
they fuck that up, though? A lot of people like that game.
Nuts and Bolts?
Yeah.
Man, why do you need to put NASCAR, like, fucking Diddy Kong Racing into a game that doesn't need it?
Isn't that like... I don't know, I look at Crash Bandicoot and Banjo as the same guy.
Yeah, not at all.
They
No.
look exactly the same.
No, they don't. Crash is a bandicoot and Banjo is a bear.
What the fuck is a Bandicoot?
Exactly.
It's some Australian thing.
Yeah, but they look the same. They're both brown and they're both, like,
Hairy.
cartoonish looking figures. Originally I thought Crash Bandicoot was Banjo, but he was, like, more cartoony. That's originally what I thought. I was like, oh, Banjo Racing or whatever. And their names are kind of similar when you're 6 years old, and you're like, oh, Bandicoot, that's Banjo.
Only
maybe if you're a
you
retarded
have a
child.
cleft palate.
Maybe I was
I'm just
retarded
joking,
when I
that's
was a child.
ridiculous. Why do I say things?
Oh, what?
Cleft palate.
You had a cleft palate.
Exactly.
Then Jordan had life-altering surgery. And now he's a man.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for your guided support. And, you're beautiful. But no, honestly, like
Dang.
the revamps are like my new favorite thing for the new consoles. Like I can't wait for Battlefront and
I hit the knife button and it didn't do nothing.
I can't wait for Battlefront. I can't wait for Kingdom Hearts. I can't wait for Mirror's Edge.
Battlefront.
What else? There's so much more that I can't remember now.
I haven't died, you dick cheese.
Uh,
Richard Cheese.
what else is coming out for Xbox?
Forza.
Quantum Break. It's from the guys that did Alan Wake
Okay.
And Max Payne.
and Max Payne, the first two.
Yeah,
Well,
That looks really good.
that's the same guys who...
I would have killed you if my controller hadn't died.
You don't need more kills. You're fucking a million points ahead of me. 210 points ahead of me.
Ah.
I love this whole fucking Cars Way Up.
I can't fucking see anything. How are you winning, Andrew? You fucking...
Freaking blind as a bat.
Whenever someone runs out of my screen, my guy's like, hang on now, let me pull my gun up.
It depends on what scope you're using.
I'm not using scope. I just shot you and nothing happened. Fell over and then disappeared. Stop fucking with your last stand, Jesus. I'm just gonna aim at the ground I'm shooting so you fall over.
What do you think of the controllers, Jordan?
I haven't seen them.
You haven't seen the controllers?
No, I've seen the PS3, unless it's changed since its original concept.
We've used the PS3 also.
Or, I'm sorry, PS4.
The one they unveiled is the one they're using.
The Xbox controller looks really nice.
Does it have a screen?
I don't like
in
the
it?
guide button. No, it doesn't have a screen.
See, I like the little screen that's in the PS4.
It doesn't have a screen.
PS4 doesn't have a screen either.
Oh. It's a touchpad.
Well, that's kind of cool. Does the Xbox have that?
No.
Xbox is suck a
Xbox has like
rumble.
haptic triggers.
Yeah, they're.
What's that mean?
It has like the vibration in the controller.
Yeah.
It's that, but in the controllers.
And then the triggers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah,
not in the controllers.
Controllers.
Well, they are in the controllers.
In the triggers, so like you can it basically has force feedback in the triggers.
Yeah.
So
like, say you're strangling somebody in a game.
Yeah, it might be.
Well, you actually got to press down harder on the triggers to strangle him, right?
Or like if you're picking a lock, say, and then you break the lock, and I guess the controller would be like the trigger would be really easy to press.
That would be badass in the next Elder Scrolls game.
Yeah, shit like that.
That would be fucking cool.
So that's cool.
Oh, dude just fell from the sky. Oh,
make a motherfucking sky fall. Yeah.
It's probably hard to watch. Hey, right, viewers.
Hey, right.
Trying to watch 3 screens at once. Hey, what screen do I watch? What's happening on the screen?
Watch my screen.
I'll give you a hint.
The sexiest.
Don't watch mine, because nothing's happening.
Except dying, lots and lots of death.
Yep.
Boom shakalaka.
I'm just gonna camp.
I
think my controller's dying.
That's okay.
The battery.
Fuck! See, this is one thing I didn't like about this game. Like, you get a combat shotgun, you shoot somebody, it's like, you're not going to die.
Oh.
Damn. Just, I don't know, there was no gun equality.
Why can't you jump off the boat?
You shoot somebody in the face with a shotgun, they're not going to survive. You shoot somebody pretty much in generally any area.
Why do shotguns in games have a range of 4 feet? What is that?
Like, shotguns have a limited range, but it's not
It's
minimal.
It's probably bigger than most maps are in multiplayer.
Yeah. I mean, like, you hit somebody with a spread, it's gonna, it's still gonna hurt them.
How many people in video games have actually used a shotgun?
You can't because it's so, like, it's not what you want. Like, what
no, I'm saying you used a shotgun in real life. Like, outside of a game. I've fired a shotgun. I own a shotgun. And I've fired it multiple times, and a range is not, like, the ridiculous amount you have in games. Like
the little amount.
Games, yeah. Well, yeah, the amount that you have in games. I mean, like, in The Last of Us and in first-person shooters, in all games, shotguns are retardedly short range. It doesn't make any sense.
Now, in The Last of Us, I think it's a little bit better.
It depends.
You can upgrade it in The Last of Us.
Yeah, and you get a nice range on it.
It depends on your shells that you're using, though. If you're using a buckshot, your ranges can be like just as much as a rifle, or pretty close to.
Yeah.
But if you're using like a spread, like a BB shot, then like it has a much wider muzzle, as well as the choke on an actual barrel as well. Depending on it, that limits how much spread you have. But I don't know. It's like they just like, oh, you got this shot with a retardedly wide choke and a BB shot. So as soon as you fire the gun, there's BBs going in all directions. And maybe watch where you aim it. You might end up shooting yourself in the head because the range is so much.
Yeah, it's really fucked up. So, look at the spread on this fucking shotgun. Oh my god, I hit myself in the neck. Why is it going backwards?
You shoot it into the wind and it's like...
It's still traveling the speed of sound. It's,
It's traveling faster than the speed of sound.
Well, it depends on what you got, but I mean...
Anyway. Yeah, so Xbox One problems with shotguns.
Fix it.
Yeah.
So why, Jordan, are you going to get a PS4 first?
I think maybe Kingdom
I
Hearts.
just knifed you. How do you have last stand
Kingdom
when I
Hearts
knifed
is
you?
multi-platform.
Oh, okay.
Ball sack.
I don't know. I feel like PS3 did a better job, and that I should keep going with them because I really like the PS2. I never ever got the Xbox, and I never really saw the hype in the Xbox itself. Like, I mean, I own the console, and I played most of the games for it, but I mean, Halo is a terrible game.
I like Halo.
Well, I mean, to each their own. Like, obviously, but
Oh my god.
I really don't enjoy the Halo series.
Everyone should have my opinion on everything.
Well,
Halo is
be a
overrated.
terrible world.
In the perfect world, they would.
It's another sci-fi genre, cool, whatever.
It is overrated. I don't know where it got its popularity from, honestly.
I think
It got
everything
popularity
Microsoft.
for being a really good game.
But
Shut up, both of you.
the story...
No, okay, hear me out. I think Halo, or anything Microsoft really, is usually really cheesy. It's like I'm playing a game just built to be funny at some point, and it's like they're trying to be fucking. And I don't laugh. Like it's not funny to me.
What?
It's not.
It was meant to be funny.
There's nothing like I can't take it seriously. Like it's all like playing fucking.
If you're talking about
Halo
the first
is
Halo...
a comedy now.
Yeah, I feel like it's a child's game. I really do. You're fighting little fucking alien dorks who are like, you headshot me, but I'm still alive. Eat my dick. And I'm like,
Not quite, dude.
it's pretty fucking close.
I don't know. It is really washed out. I like the universe. I like the Halo universe, but
Visually, it's
the
okay.
games are all the same. It's just like
I think Halo 4 mixed it up enough.
6 to 8. Halo 4 was probably the best one, as far as I'm concerned. The way
I think Reach was the best one.
yeah, I love the end of Reach. That was really cool.
Everything of Reach was good.
I honestly, I
But
couldn't
all it is
get
though
past
is
the second level.
6
of
to
Halo
8
2.
hours. 6 to 8 hours of run around these artsy corridors and shoot aliens, and then there's something that happens at the end of the game that makes you go, "Oh, that was fun." But that's the whole game. Like that's all first-person shooters are these days. I mean, Call of Duty included. You just run around these decorated linear levels and shoot at things, and then that's
I feel
the
like
whole
there
game.
should be so much more dynamics to it. Like, I mean, the whole map should fucking blow up. Like, it's...
You asshole. Your last stand. Stab you right in the eyeball.
I don't know. I'm really particular about it because there's just not enough in it. To run around and do this all day, like, I'm getting a kick out of it now, but I mean, in 5 minutes, I'm going to be so sick of this. Well,
I'm
we're not
sick
even
of
going to have
it.
5 minutes because...
I'm
as you're
sick of
running
this. I'm sick of this already. But I mean, we're playing it because we're talking about stuff.
Yeah.
Let's do one more.
Alright.
Fuck. You got a map request?
Something the size of a locker.
We've already done that.
That one. No, apparently my opinion
I don't know,
is
do,
trash.
Well, I'm just seeing.
Do Crossfire, is that the one?
I
That was too big.
hate the fucking... I don't like the...
Crash is good. Crossfire is good.
Yeah. I don't like Countdown. Crossfire.
Do another one, but do less kills. Because 500 is a lot.
But I don't think I'm gonna enjoy Xbox as much as I'm gonna enjoy PS3. Because
No.
PS3 had so much more technology. Like,
PS4, you mean?
no, but PS3 had more technology
Yeah, but that doesn't...
than the Xbox.
That doesn't mean that they're improving the
What do you mean it had more
PS3.
technology?
Well, Blu-ray?
But Xbox has Blu-ray now.
Okay, but I mean, it's still probably not up to par as Sony's. I mean,
Well, Blu-ray is Blu-ray. What does that mean?
well, you never know, man. Like, it fucking... they might have another technology under their belt that works with Blu-ray. It's... Sony's... I think they're always one step ahead of the game. I honestly do. I think when...
Oh, this is Burst Fire. You just tried to knife me while you were lying down.
Yes, I did. Let's watch that. Fuck. No, I always feel like Sony's like, well, you know what? We got a new console coming out, but we got something up our sleeves. Like, they're always one step ahead of the game. If you I don't know.
That's the second time.
If you watch MasterChef I don't know. This is really kind of something. This is hilarious. But like, you look at the team who wins versus the team who loses. It's like.
Funny enough, I have watched that.
Okay, so yeah, there's usually these challenges where people, like, two groups of teams will go against each other and like make a big meal to serve like 200 people, and they have 90 minutes prep. It's usually the team that has everything ready to go that's gonna win, like that's gonna take the lead, right? So I mean, in terms of technology, I think Sony is always on the ball, and Microsoft is like, oh shit, we just got to get something before they get something out. I think if they took their time and really analyzed what people want and, you know, like, stop trying so fucking hard.
That's buying into PR, though.
No. Oh, murdered him.
What do you mean PR? What is PR again?
Public relations.
Yeah. Well, it all has to do with, like, because it's how they perceive them. It's how you perceive them and the persona, the image that they give themselves. So if the image they want you to have of them is to be this, like, well-composed company who has, you know, the wits about them and they know what they're doing, then that's the way you'll see them. Whereas Microsoft is, like, horrible at PR. So they're just like, oh, well, I guess we'll make a new Xbox. So we'll just stop sitting around with our dicks in our hands.
Yes, but what my issue is that if you're going to make a gaming console to begin with, why not have fucking people who play games and who know what they would like? Because I don't think they do that very well.
No, they suck at it.
I don't understand.
They buy developers that make games,
yeah,
and then they just write Microsoft on it.
Am I the only one that thinks Phil Spector looks weird? Do you know who Phil Spector is?
Isn't he like
Microsoft guy?
Oh, okay. Well, he was also.
Oh yes, was that the guy who wears 2 watches?
I don't know, but he wore multiple T-shirts during the press conference.
Was it the State of Decay guy?
Hilarious.
Did he wear a State of Decay shirt?
He wore a State of Decay shirt.
Yeah, there's a guy who wore 2 watches at the press conference.
Wow.
Anyway, he looks like he's got, like, his proportions are off.
His head is massive.
His head is huge, and he's got short arms.
That's why he wears 2 watches. He could weigh his arms down.
Try to grow his arm.
Yeah.
He's like a tall dwarf.
They're actually like weights.
He's a dungeon master.
Or wrist weights.
So he works
dungeon master. Yes. All right.
Well, he works with Microsoft, does he?
Yeah.
Because that explains everything.
Yeah, he's like the head.
Oh, you faggot! I saw you.
He's the head of something or other.
Oh, I was gonna throw the grenade back. Fuck.
I saw you, and then I turned around. I was like, I saw that dot on my mini-map moving towards me. So I was like, oh, I'll turn around. And then you were there, and I could not kill you because you were too close.
I get a kick out of the mini-map. You can literally, like, follow somewhere.
Yeah, they should just say, like, look at the other person's screen, because they're telling you exactly where you are all the time.
Oh, but the dynamic that's interesting about that is that there's levels. You know, like, this is why this level's great, because you can get up into a second floor. So right away, you know, fuck, like, my enemy should be here. Oh, wait, I gotta go upstairs. So I like that kind of concept, too.
Oh, I thought you were Paper for a second. Or Paper was you. What the hell was that? You were just like, I don't know what you were doing. Oh, you were throwing a grenade. Your guy was like doing a friggin' limbo while running around a corner. Yeah, your guy was doing a limbo while running around a corner. He was like, wah! And then he's like, friggin' John McClane shooting into the camera. God damn it.
Fuck! I turned around in time to see his blade slice my cackles.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Except I don't know how you killed me, I just died.
Your cackles?
Cankles?
No, cackles.
You're gonna cut off your cankles.
No, cackles, my penis, my balls, my sack.
You can go to the gym and you can get rid of your cankles.
Shut the fuck up. I'm talking about slicing my sack off.
The bottom of Jordan's legs are wider than his kneecap.
Don't tell anyone that. It's annoying.
His Hershey Kiss legs. The exact same proportions. He's like Gumby.
I think I just had a fucked up head.
You can see his legs too. His legs are all like clay.
You son of a bitch.
Alright, well then Nox, clay animation. Everyone knows that. If you don't know what, everyone knows that,
You
right?
guys are on either side of me.
I haven't watched one of his animations in such a long time.
Go.
Does he still do
Both of you?
I don't think so. Go
Oh,
go
I thought
go
it was
YouTube
golden.
Knox Clay World. Go pause
Man, I
this.
completely forget those. They were
If
hilarious.
they pause
though.
it, they won't come back.
Well, that's fine.
It's the age of
That's
ADD.
fine. I'm introducing you to Knox Clay Animation if you didn't know what it was already. Go watch it. We'll if you're gonna go do that, we'll talk to you later.
Otherwise,
Otherwise,
it's a beautiful day.
you can. That's YouTube right there.
YouTube.
YouTube.be.com. Not a real website. Should be. Maybe
What
it is a
about
real
you,
website.
Aaron?
What? Oh, I gotta
Xbox.
think. What of it?
Are you getting an Xbox or are you getting a PS4? First thing.
Honest answer.
I know you've got them both pre-ordered,
I've
but
pre-ordered-
you can easily cancel one of those. Right?
I've pre-ordered both of them.
If you can't afford them both when they come out, what will you be getting? What pre-order will you cancel and what will you keep?
I'm gonna get an Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Just because right now there's more exclusives coming out for it than PlayStation.
What kind of what exclusives are we looking at?
Namely,
This guy seems to get his way into all our videos.
yeah. Namely for me, Forza 5 right now. That is on the top of my list. I mean, all the other games that I'm looking forward to, Watch Dogs, are
Is that
multi-platform.
Xbox? Is that Xbox?
It's multi-platform.
Oh, okay.
So I mean,
There's bonus content on PS4 for both Watch Dogs and Assassin's
is
Creed.
Quantum Break exclusive?
Yeah.
Well,
I-
Quantum Break is exclusive as well. What else is exclusive for Xbox? I know there's a ton, and I don't remember them all, but it just seems like there's more interesting exclusives on Xbox right now. And I mean, minus the DRM stuff, that's cool. We basically just have another 360 game with some kick-ass graphics, which is I'm cool with that. As long as we don't end up with like another 3 red lights ring of death thing for the first 2 years.
That's why I'm really afraid to even pre-order console, because like I don't know, man. Like when you look at the Xboxes and the PS3s and everything like that, like the first set that came in, good luck. You know what I mean? Like
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean,
9 out of 10 fucking
I'm
shit
pretty
the bed
sure
in a few months, right? Like,
that probably benefited Microsoft though, because they're not gonna let that happen again.
But they are, because they don't give a fuck. They made a lot of money off of that because, oh man, I'm so.
That was a
getting
huge
another
inconvenience
Xbox.
to them though, for having to refurbish all those Xboxes. That was a huge amount of time, a huge
But if they don't care,
refocus of their time and efforts. Yeah, but they do care. That's why they offer this super extended service and extended warranty plans for Xboxes with issues, because they did care. Obviously, they didn't want the problem to happen.
not when they put out the new Xbox. They got rid of that shit.
No, because they'll fix the problem, and that's when the new 360 came out, the Slim, and when the new 360 that's coming out, or actually is out now, the Super Slim or whatever the fuck they call it, is, I'm sure, has all those refinements made, and the new I'm sure the new architecture in the Xbox One is going to be a lot better laid out, or a much better layout than it was in the previous generation.
That's the hope.
It's going to look a lot like the current Xbox 360 dashboard.
Yeah.
Because that's what Windows 8 looks like.
No, and I'm fine
No.
with the familiarity of what we have already. That's fine with me. It doesn't need to be this completely
It's basically
overhauled
the
system.
same thing.
That doesn't need to be an overhauled system, because I mean, look at the old 360 blades. Look at that. I mean, this is like, that's just sort of that's Microsoft's thing of the year, basically. In another year's time, they're going to be rebooting the whole dashboard with a new Xbox One experience with new avatars and new all this shit. They're going to update it anyway. I don't think it needs to be a completely off-the-wall idea. If it works, then they can keep it. But yeah, I mean, Xbox for me. Absolutely Xbox. I mean, I love... I don't know.
But is it mainly because of Forza?
Yeah, it is mainly because of Forza.
Okay. Well, that's your reasoning.
Well, there's no exclusives for PlayStation right now that I have much care about. I mean, Infamous looks cool. I'm not sure I'll buy it. I might get it when it's cheap. But,
Yeah.
I mean... It's not something that I'm like,
But
oh...
are they done announcing everything that's going to be out for the launch?
I would say they're pretty close. I mean, if they haven't announced it already, they should get around to it because obviously it's not going to have much hype for it unless, like, oh, our game's not ready. Well, then it's not going to be ready in 5 months when the console comes out unless it's some shitty first-party adventure game.
Yeah.
I just can't decide because, like, I don't know. I'm really feeling PS3 now. Like, The Last of Us. No, I mean, talking currently.
Oh.
Like, since, you know, I bought the Xbox originally, and, you know, I probably got about 60, 70 games for it. Nice. But since August of last year, I've gotten probably close to 30 PS3 games. And PlayStation Plus, I know Xbox is releasing a new thing for that.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed 2 and Halo 3.
Sweet. But I just got fucking Saints Row the 3rd for free.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in terms of customer...
Well, for a very small amount of money.
$60. Okay, well, I got 60 titles now that I got for free on those. So, I got it for like $1.
Good, I got you.
You know, like, I mean, for $60 a year, you get a fuckload of games, and they're not too old. I mean, Sleeping Dogs only came out last year.
Yeah.
And I got Saints Row the 3rd, which only came out last year, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
So, I mean, these are relatively
2010,
new.
I think, actually.
2010? 2011.
Yeah,
That's where you sit on top of the car.
But what I'm saying is that, like, I feel like the PS4 is going to have better customer appreciation again. Because I think Sony's just one step ahead.
I think Sony gets it more than Microsoft does.
That's the point. That's why I would rather that console. Because when it comes down to it, like, you know, like, I'm a gamer in my pastime. I don't always have time to be playing games and stuff like that. So I'm not going to be up on the times with the Xbox and, like, all the new things.
It's not being up on the times. Look, I see Xbox now. I see Microsoft fucking McDonald's.
Really, though, right?
I am.
Shit, we got a salad now. Like, it's got a little bit of everything for everybody.
That's the new McDonald's slogan.
Shit, we got a salad.
We got a salad. We got a salad over
Shit, we got a salad now.
They're not very happy about it, apparently. But, fuck's sakes, like...
A big salad.
It's just...
A quarter salad pounder.
But it's all this marketing bullshit constantly.
Yes,
just a
like,
constant stream.
Did you get the new movie yet? No. If I go into a store, you know, iTunes does it pretty good. Like, yeah, you go into the main page, they're gonna tell you all the new things that come out. Sweet. I go into the PlayStation store, they're gonna tell me all the new things that are out. But if I go and play my Xbox, holy fuck if I'm not bombarded by fucking advertisements the whole time I'm there. Like, it's just becoming this commercial thing, and it's just, I don't agree with it. It's, you know, you can have your commercials, and you can have your you know, you can have your 2 cents and everything. But
I don't think I should if I'm paying $50 a year for it. $60 a year.
That's another thing too, like, I don't know.
Well, you're getting free games now.
But they're shitty games that are like 12 years old.
Well, they've only announced the first 2, which are both good games.
They are good games.
But I can go to any store now and buy them for $5. So I mean, really, is that such a great draw?
But the core mechanics of Microsoft's plan is still there, though. They wanted to move everything digital. They want the world to be a digital world now. They're eliminating the middleman, the store. So now you don't need to go to the store to buy a game. You can just sit down, and in a couple minutes you'll have the game that you wanted. They're trying to sort of recreate Steam in your living room.
But they were trying to do that. They can't now.
They can still do that with the store. It won't be.
They can't recreate Steam without the sales. It's not
going to be.
It's impossible.
It's not going to be the same thing as Steam, but it will be much more digital based than it is now.
Absolutely. But Sony's doing that now as well with the PS3. Pretty much every title that comes out on PS3 is also available day one on the PSN.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much every title, and I'm pretty sure that has to do with whether or not the publishers have it available as a digital download or not.
Well, it's down to preference.
You know what I mean? I think PS3 would have it for every title if the developers had it ready as a digital download.
It's down to preference again. It's Mac, the age-old Mac PC question. I mean, well, what's better, Mac PC? I don't think there's any real answer here. It's just it's what you want. What do you want?
That's what I'm looking at in the end. But right now, I think it's the PS4 because there's more customer appreciation involved. I think.
I think Sony is just more
head.
genuine with their marketing. To be honest,
they're like, you know what? We have a product. It's a good product, so here it is.
Around. Yeah.
Right? Like we don't need. We know that you're gonna buy stuff.
I mean, I understand that Sony is still a big, the big guy in the whole thing, whatever. Right? They're still dicking the customer around, just less so.
Well, that's what
Microsoft.
business is all about.
Exactly.
So you can't not have that, but you also can't. I don't know.
I was looking forward to Microsoft, to the new Xbox, because it was changing things. It was advancing. In my eyes, it was advancing the console market.
It may have failed, but at least it was attempting to change and probably.
Why didn't they just bring it up? Or why doesn't Microsoft make a compromise here? It was like, yeah, we're going to keep our ideas from before.
Andrew's going to win now in 2 seconds.
But we're also going to have the discs. So make a combination of the two.
So does that mean that they have DRM again? So does that mean you got to put the disc in the tray in order to
You've
play
got to
games?
have the disc in the tray
so
to play
then
the
what
game.
Was the
and
whole...
there's still there's a mandatory install for all the games. So you can't just play the games off the disc. You got to install the game, and then you got to keep the disc in the console to play the game.
Do you know what? I don't like that idea.
It's exactly the same situation we have right now.
Exactly.
For another 7 years.
I go out and I buy.
Except nowadays you can play the game from the disc.
Okay, yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna pre-order a game. I'm gonna make an effort to go out and get something the day it comes out.
Yeah.
Or if not earlier, if it's possible.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna take 2 hours to fucking download to my console.
Well, you gotta install it. It might take a couple minutes.
That's what I mean.
But the redundant part of that is if all you get is a 500 gig hard drive, you're gonna have a full thing in no time. Especially if you're using Blu-ray discs, because games are gonna be like pushing 60 gigs.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're gonna have a full hard drive in like 6 months, and you can't replace it yourself.
Uncharted 3 came out for PS Plus a couple days ago, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna start downloading it. 40 fucking gigs.
Yeah.
I only have 200.
Uncharted 3 is a pretty big game. Like it's not a long game, but it's
there's nothing wrong with it being
graphically. It's like
and
up
it
there
also
with
has
The
the
Last
3D
of Us.
capability, so it's going to be a bigger game as it is anyways.
Yeah,
but that's fine. But if you get to a point where like you have to download everything, man, holy fuck! I'm downloading games now. It takes me like 2 days with the PS3 I have, and I have fiber.
Yeah.
You know, it's probably something wrong with the console itself, but it's got to get to a point where, you know, you're not going to want to pre-order a game anymore because it's going to take you fucking 3 days before you end up playing it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not so easy to just plug and play anymore. And I think that's one of the biggest draws of the older consoles. Like, you turn on a fucking N64, you're not waiting for it to load, you know what I mean? There's no fans blowing shit everywhere. So, I mean...
Hopefully there's a lot of cloud implementation here.
Yeah.
Where you can...
But without the check-in...
Then it's not...
Without the check-in, there's no reason for developers to implement the cloud into their games anymore.
This becomes a butchered system now.
Yeah, because now they've got to design the game around an offline experience, and then add bonus features for an online experience.
What it was, they had this system built, and then they hacked its limbs off to be what everyone was requesting. It's a broken system now.
What I was suggesting is a combination of the two. So keep the online stuff with the family plan sharing, full games, not demos. Family sharing,
no disc DRM.
Check every 24 hours, check every hour if you're on another console, whatever. Keep all that exactly the same, but also bring the discs out. So have the DRM. So if you want to play using a disc and have it not tied onto your console. It eliminates the online check.
Yeah.
You can play offline if you want to. Yeah. And it, as long as you have the disc in the console. Because the only reason for that check is to know that you own the game, right? If you have the disc in your console, that's another form of the check. That way you please
why
everybody.
Why don't they just do that? You could have a license
And give an option, so if you can put in a key from your game and have that automatically tied to your account, so you don't need the disc anymore.
It could be the same. The install could be the license. If you install it to your console, you're using your license for that console. If you uninstall it, it's back on the disc. So you can use that disc anywhere then. But if it's installed on your console, you can only use the disc with that specific console, which would eliminate the need for DRM because your license is tied to the console.
No, that would mean that they would have to... Every disc would be unique then.
No, but it
And
wouldn't
you
matter.
can't mass produce them.
No, but it wouldn't. Why would they need to be unique?
Because
of the licenses.
Yeah, and like the fact that it costs 10 cents to make a disc now, you'd have to make each
but
individual disc with a different coding.
If every disc was the same and every disc had the same license,
it would be.
You could theoretically have infinite number of licenses.
No, but they already know. If you buy something on Xbox Live Marketplace, they know that you own it. You can delete it and then you can download it again. It would be the same thing. You register the game with your console. I don't know, it might download this 100K file saying, all right, this game is now tied to your account specifically. It would be the same as if you had bought it off Marketplace. Whereas then when you delete it, it becomes the disc only.
Yeah, so your Xbox, Aaron?
I wish Forza was on PC. For Forza, I mean, I don't know, I'm a car guy.
PC is the way to go.
Yeah.
PC,
so,
because the market is going to stay stagnant for another 10 years.
My issue.
Go PC, people.
Issue. Okay.
Save money. Save like $1,500. Build an awesome PC.
Here's the realism.
And forget about consoles.
Here's the realism
game sharing.
Here's the realism behind PC gaming.
Here's
you have a great graphics card that plays the best game right now, and it costs you $300. Sweet.
$600.
$600. Holy fuck, that's a little bit more than
maybe $1,000.
So maybe even
$1,000
$1,000.
for $3 or $4.
So you're building. Okay, let's say you know
nice
most
card.
wise
Or
PC
free,
gamers.
Yeah.
Most wise PC gamers are going out and they're spending like $3,000 on an awesome computer.
You don't have to. You can build a gaming PC for like $600.
But it's only gonna last for a couple years.
Not really. It's gonna last. I mean, you could build a PC now on par, if not better, than Xbox One and PS4.
But it's only going to last so long.
If you're playing on the same resolutions and on the same graphical settings as the PS1 and PS1 as the Xbox One and the PS4,
yeah,
you're not going to have to upgrade. You're not going to have to upgrade.
But I think that's the issue, though.
But the reason people upgrade on PC is because the new games that get released have extra, graphical options on PC that aren't on the consoles. Mm-hmm. Right, but
I think
Crysis 3 on PC looks way better than on Xbox 360 and PS4.
Yeah,
and PS3, right? But I mean, if you had a lower end graphics card, you could run Crysis 3 as well as
in a period of 5 years, your PC,
if you keep the resolution
your
the same
PC is going to be obsolete.
In a period of 5 years, your Xbox will basically be obsolete.
Why is that?
Because
it hasn't. It's been out since 2004.
It's been out for 7, 8 years.
In 2 years, you're gonna be able to build a PC that's way better than Xbox One or PS4.
I know, but it's so expensive. That's the point.
Is expensive.
But you don't need to stay ahead of the curve constantly.
You don't have to always be upgrading. Some people like it. I like doing it, but I don't want to spend all that money at once, right? I'll save up a bit of money and buy a new graphics card or a new sound card or whatever. It's not...
How do you go back?
Playing on PC, I like playing a game through once. As good as I can get it. And then maybe a couple years down the road when I upgrade, I like going back and maxing the game out. Right?
Yes, yeah.
Because it's almost like a whole new experience when it looks twice as good.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jordan's PS4, I'm PS4, Aaron's Xbox right now. In terms of consoles, not PC.
Yeah, but...
Rest in peace, Sinister.
Can you at least admit that Xbox marketing is complete bullshit?
Oh, it is complete bullshit. I'm in Xbox for the games right now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm in for.
I wish...
It's just Forza, though.
It's not just Forza. Xbox has a lot of exclusives.
Fable. I'll probably end up getting an Xbox because of Fable, Halo.
Fable is another example
and Quantum
of
Break.
Stupid trying to joke around and have like.
Yeah, but Fable's legitimately funny.
All right,
Is it really though?
Like, we just
Yes.
tie this up?
All right.
Yes,
Let's
finish.
just clue this up.
Because Aaron's gonna edit this
Okay.
tonight and then release it on Sunday.
Okay, well, I'll release it today.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
was released today.
Yeah.
Or already.
All right.
So, our verdict. You want to buy a new console?
If you
get
like
a PC.
if you like watching TV,
PS4.
get an Xbox. If you like playing games,
Get a PC.
PS4.
get a PS4 on
Yeah.
consoles. If you like doing everything and being really good at it and actually learning things
But
while
being
you're
a
doing
broke
stuff.
motherfucker.
If you save up money,
No.
get a summer job
No,
and save your
see-
money. Don't spend it on crack and hookers.
You can
And buy
What are you suggesting?
on the same
actually
budget
spend it on crack. And
on the
hookers.
same budget as a
Best summer
PS4 or Xbox One, where you constantly have to buy new games. You don't have to buy new games, but if you're going to buy games, it's going to cost you at least $20. I think we can admit that it's going to cost you $20. And if you're going to buy new games when they come out, which we all do, they're going to cost you $60. But if you buy a computer, which will cost you more, yes, initially, and more money up front to actually build the computer that you want and more to maintain it, you'll spend less in the long run because Steam, the godsend to the gaming industry.
Not just Steam, GOG as well. Good old games.
Origin.
Go to GOG.com,
Yeah.
people.
Well, not necessarily Origin, but Steam, because you can get
Suggestion.
you get games for dirt on there. I mean, they always have sales where it's like 50, 75% off. Some games are like 90% off. You can get great games for dirt. Yes, new games are full price. That's understandable. But I mean, summer sales is starting soon.
14th, I think.
14th of July?
Yeah,
It
I
is,
think
yeah.
so.
So it's starting soon, which means we're all going to be broke as shit. Because all these games...
Not me, because I already own practically everything on Steam.
it's
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, me too, really, actually. But you get a lot of games for cheap. So what next-gen console do you get? Get a PC.
Yep. Build a PC, people.
Yeah.
PS4.
Good night.